This is my version of a hot and sour soup. If you want to learn how to make it, come along. You will never understand what I went through to be able to make this recipe tonight. I love hot and sour soup, okay? This isn't like a traditional version. I'm just doing my spin on it, but I love hot and sour soup. And I went to the Asian Mart and they were closed. And I really hope everyone's okay because they were supposed to open at 11 and they did. And I tried calling and it wouldn't connect. But I hope everyone's okay. Anywho, I went to the Asian Mart and like no one was there. And so I have to like do what I have to work with to make hot and sour soup, okay? Just work with me. We need oyster sauce. Again, this is my spin on hot and sour soup. Shh, okay? I haven't made it in a while, but like I said, I am craving it nonstop. And we're just gonna roll with it. Oh, I need my coconut aminos. Come here. Get over here. Oh, okay. Thankfully, we have it. Let's go. You don't have to make it like this, but oh shoot, son of a muffin, I forgot the bone broth. I didn't make it. That's okay. It's all right. Calm down, Susan. We're just gonna do these. There's always a way to figure it out. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, and it's Toots Fruits. Hey, what you done? I don't know where that came from, Susan. Focus. Anyways, this entire thing to make this recipe, that's what I was telling you and I forgot I was talking. So the Asian Mart wasn't open. So then I had to go, what the fuck is all over my cutting board? Is that a stain? Did it melt? It melted. It's okay. It's okay. Shut up about the plastics. I don't care. They weren't open. So then I had to go all the way out to Rostraver, which is like 25 minutes the other direction. And then, God, it's getting hot. I'm having a hot flash. And then they didn't have the tofu, and so I ended up going to another store to get tofu, and then I was starving at this point, so I had to stop and have lunch at Indo-Asian. It was super yummy though, don't worry. And then by the time I got home, I was super tired and I didn't want to do anything, and so now I have to cook dinner, and my husband's on his way home in like 10 minutes, and it's not even started, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay, first thing we need to do is I've got some shiitake mushrooms here. Hold on. That is the hardest package. Okay, I'm making a double batch of soup to freeze, okay? I got shiitake mushrooms and Whittier mushrooms. I'm gonna throw these in a bowl and cover them with water and rehydrate them. That way we can slice them, okay? These things are about to get huge, just wait. It's like those magical little towels that you used to get at the Dollar Tree when it was a Dollar Tree and not the 24-quarter store, and you could put it in water and watch it expand. That's what's about to happen. Pretty cool, huh? Cover those in water, set them aside. I've also got some take 3. I've also got some soy curls here, okay? Now, these are really cool, especially if you're vegan, okay? Because what you do with these is you rehydrate them with any type of flavored water, and it tastes like meat, okay? Also, if you're balling on a budget, this and textured vegetable protein will save your wallet, Susan. Fun fact. So we're gonna make some chicken broth before we get this started to rehydrate those. Okay, good talk. And to do that, I'm just gonna take a couple cups of water, tablespoon of chicken bouillon, bring it to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, turn it off, throw a cup or 2 of soy curls in. And then just toss it around. And it's rehydrated. It's so easy, it's magic. Promise, okay? Now, for this, you could definitely totally chop up you a fresh onion. I'm not gonna do that because I found this in my office and it expires in 2 days because it got lost. So we're gonna use this whole bottle instead. How about that? How about that? My office is like pantry, catering zone. It's a disaster is what it is. It's okay though. It's the catch-all of the house. I swear. Oh, stop. What room in your house is the catch-all? Because, or what area? Because a lot of people, it's like the kitchen table or like the kitchen island or the landing of their stairs. That was a big catch-all for us too when I was younger. Yep, everything went on the landing. But for garnish, while we wait for that, we are going to chop us up some green onions. Also known as onions because we're fun around here. And I like to cut mine on a bias. So basically what that is you're giving it a nice little diagonal cut, okay? So you're gonna take your green onions, hold them straight, hold your knife at a slant, And then you go in with that little slant and it gives you just a fancy looking onion. Nothing crazy. It just looks pretty. You don't have to do that. I just like to do that because extra, read all about it, you know. She's been focused on her shit, making moves in silence, working out, sleeping in, and taking vitamins. So there's that. Do you know who that is? That's Queen Herbie. Shut up. Our broth is done. Throw our soy curls in. So I put 150, oh, that was close call. I put 150 grams of those soy curls in that broth. You're gonna let it sit and absorb, okay? Just a little bit of a process. I'm good with processes. I like processes. And it's okay that we couldn't find firm tofu, okay? We're just gonna have to deal with what we have. Now that my mushrooms have soaked, I'm just gonna go in and give those a nice little chop. I don't want them like tiny, but I don't want them huge, you know? That's what she said. Shut up, Susan. But I've got shiitake mushrooms, wood ear, and then I did grab some portobello from the store as well, because I like good mix.
Shit mushrooms.
Shit mushrooms, my husband calls them. All of our mushrooms are chopped up. Our soy curls are rehydrated. I'm gonna open up a can of bamboo shoots and I'm gonna rinse them off. And then we're gonna rock and roll into this soup. And it's about to be banging. Okay, again, my version. Shut up. Oh, I got a surprise for you today. I forgot to tell you.
That was zero sriracha.
Yep. So here's the deal. I got 10 cups of water in here. We might add more, but I don't want to add too much liquid before I add all the other stuff, okay? So 10 cups of water. You would do 5 if you're doing a single batch. And to that, I'm going to add, oh, that's tomato bouillon. My bad. We need beef. We need beef, Susan. We're back on track. Don't worry. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of beef bouillon. Maybe more. I'll taste it and see. I don't want it to be like super salty because we got stuff we're adding, okay? Let's give our broth a taste. Another tablespoon. Yep, 4 tablespoons. There we go. So 2 tablespoons for your half, okay? I'm gonna add my thing. No, I'm not. We're gonna add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. If I can get it open. There we go. That was much easier than I expected. There are no oysters in oyster sauce, by the way, okay? Just in case you had that question, because at one point in time I did. I was like, we're making sauce out of oysters? Do about a teaspoon and a half of this Maggi seasoning, a tablespoon of liquid coconut aminos. Now these are very similar to soy sauce, but just a little bit sweeter, so I like to add them in there. We're going to do, we like it spicy. No, I'm gonna do that at the end. I'm gonna do that at the end. Shut up, Susan. We're gonna add some soy sauce, a few tablespoons of that. And then I'm gonna add a tablespoon of monk fruit sweetener. This is just to balance it, okay? Just a tablespoon of monk fruit and a couple tablespoons of rice vinegar, a few tablespoons of rice vinegar. Boom. I'm gonna add some white pepper now, but saving most of it for later, okay? Also gonna do a little bit of Shaoxing wine. You don't have to. I, however, want to. Now I'm gonna mix this up. Taste the broth again. The super sour part is gonna come at the end, and that's black vinegar. Wow, that's really good so far. Wow. But it needs something. Let's see. Ew, my husband said peanut butter. That's nasty. Not hot and sour soup. What it needs is this, but we can't do that until the end. Anyways, we're gonna add our onion now and all of our mushrooms. And once you get the mushrooms cooking in here, the flavor is really gonna develop, so. Okay, now I lied. I am gonna put some sesame oil in because that's gonna round it out. This is a hot toasted sesame oil. I'm just gonna do like a tablespoon for now in this whole pot. We're gonna put this on the stove, bring it up to a boil. Soy curls are going in at the very end, okay? Oh, and the bamboo. Add the bamboo that you rinsed. Oh, not the lid, Susan, not the lid. Oh my God, it's so good. 90% of our job is done. We only have a few things left. This is a soft block of tofu. That's not what you want. You want a firm block of tofu. However, I had a hard time finding tofu. So we just go with what we get, okay? So pretty much when we put this into the soup, it's gonna break down. It's not gonna stay together once it hits that hot liquid. But if you have firm tofu, it should. But I'm just gonna go in here and pretty much mush it up, okay? We're not gonna waste our time trying to chop this and stressing out about it. This is just protein going into our soup. That's what it accounts for. And it's gonna pick up the flavor of the soup. And then I'm gonna take 6 eggs and I'm gonna crack them and whisk them really good. Gucci, set that aside. Now we're gonna make a cornstarch slurry. I've got about 3/4 cup of water here. Actually, yeah, 3/4 cup. I'm gonna add, again, I'm doing a double batch, so don't do this much. And I like our hot and sour soup thick. I need to admit that too. We like it like real thick. So I add extra cornstarch slurry. Oh, son of a muffin. Shit, Susan, that's not good. That wasn't supposed to happen. I feel like this entire recipe is just meant to be a train wreck because the ingredients were impossible to acquire. Well, not impossible, but a little bit of a tricky situation, you know? And it's just, it is what it is. So here's what we're gonna do. Come on, Susan. Oh my God, I just made a big mess. It's okay, I already made a big mess. All of these green onions that have cornstarch, we're just gonna go in here and we'll have a green onion cornstarch slurry. Because those are the finishing razzle dazzle, and you don't want to put cold starch into, or plain cornstarch into a hot soup. It'll get clumpy. It's not gonna break down the way you want it to, you know? Oh, what a mess. But that's okay, because life is messy, but it's still beautiful, right? Yeah. All right, ooh, I don't like that fork. Stop it. I'm gonna mix this cornstarch slurry up. Oh, shit. Don't let it settle to the bottom. There's our cornstarch slurry. Okay, so once our broth comes to a boil, which it just did, legitimately when I said that. I'm gonna try to bring you over here so you can see. This is such a mess. So now that the soup has come to a boil, we're going to add in our cornstarch slurry a little bit at a time as we stir it, okay? Until it becomes the thickness that you want. And as that cornstarch cooks, it's gonna like thicken up your soup into almost like a stew consistency. Like a little bit of gravy like, you know? Yeah, it's gonna take all that cornstarch slurry we made. Oh, yes. Oh, I wish you could smell this right now. Now we're adding in our tofu so it can just disintegrate. And then the same thing as the cornstarch slurry with your eggs. You're gonna make sure you're mixing it and slowly spinning it, and this is gonna give you your egg ribbons throughout the soup. So mix, drizzle, mix, drizzle. Oh my gosh, this is looking so good. We're about to overfill this pot. I knew it was gonna happen. Now our soy curls go in. It's gonna get messy. Yup. Now you're gonna turn your heat off. The very last part of this is putting in your white pepper and your black vinegar, okay? Because you don't want this to get cooked. It'll take away the sourness, okay? So this is about a teaspoon of white pepper. This is not black pepper, it's white pepper, Susan, shut up. And I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of the black vinegar. That is super sour, so be careful. And then we're gonna mix that in, and our hot and sour soup is finished. Oh yeah, that tofu definitely just fell apart in there. It's okay. Okay, let's get a bite of this. Oh, it smells so good. My version of hot and sour soup. Okay, let's go. We gotta try our hot and sour soups. Oh wait, we forgot our green onions. There we go, that's better. That's better. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my God. That was packed with flavor. Oh. Let me know what you think when you make it. You need to make it, okay? I'm gonna go eat with my hubby now. Okay, love you, bye.